paint a clearer picture so that you can save me. Baby, understand you're moving different lately. Lord, took some time to realize the man you made me. Give me time, you renew my mind. Cause you're always there, you're always there. Every time I call your name. That's right, so much. Pick me up, pick me up. Welcome to Rise to Everything. All right, people. Little song there, Christian song about God. Everybody, blessed Sunday. Today's a blessed Sunday. Let's put our heads down and thank God for another day, another blessed week. Let's thank God for our family, our friends, and for every day for what we have and how blessed we are, right? So welcome to Rise to Everything. I'm your host, Arthur. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, but before I get started, I wanted to take my time to say happy birthday. Happy 98th birthday to my Aunt Patsy. We love you. God bless you. Happy birthday. I know it's Tuesday, but we had a nice party over the weekend. And Brooklyn, the whole family were there. There was a lot of people there. We love her so much. We probably could have fit 100 people. But the house, you know, even though it's a 3-story house, but there's a lot of people there. So we love you, Aunt Patsy. You've been a blessing in our lives. She's actually my godmother. And I love you very much. And my God bless you always. And as I said, God bless you. Happy birthday. And we love you. All right. So now let's get down to the show here. Let's go into Miami Heat again. My God, they continue to keep losing. So we're going to dive into sports first before we get into everything else. And the Miami Heat are right now 7 games lost. Okay, 7 games. This is crazy. I don't understand what is going on with these guys. The lack of focus. I don't get it. But it's one of those things that they're going to have to refocus, get their act together, and hopefully, you know, things will fall into place. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about regarding sports, we also wanted to ask you about the reasons why you think the Miami Heat are losing. I mean, do you think they're losing because of Jimmy Butler leaving, issues with Coach Spo, issues with Pat Riley? We know there was a big conflict with all of them. So I want to see if you guys leave your comments regarding what you feel has caused them to start losing and the way that things are going. So leave your comments about how you feel. Do you think it was issue with Jimmy Butler? Now he's gone, so they can't blame it on Jimmy Butler. Is it an issue with Coach Spo, Pat Riley, or is it because the chemistry is just not there? So, you know, whatever it is, maybe this team can't seem to do what they need to do to get it together. So let's go ahead and jump to the Dolphins. The Dolphins are doing extremely well. They're picking up a lot of new recruits. Hopefully we'll have a better season. So those of you that follow the Dolphins, don't follow the Dolphins, that's fine. But, you know, every person has their team. I'm a Dolphin fan and a Miami Heat fan. And when it comes to any teams in Florida, I'm all involved in it. So let's jump into March Madness. Today, the Florida Gators will be going versus Tennessee in basketball, college basketball. All right, for the NSC title game. So we got the Florida Gators versus Tennessee, the Vols. for the SEC title. So what do you think? Put your picks out there. Of course, look, I'm not a Gator fan. I'm a University of Miami, but it is a Florida team, so I am going to root for them. So go Gators, and hopefully we make this happen. So there's going to be some good basketball today. So let's see how it goes. And also there'll be another game as well. We'll have UAB versus Memphis, and that's another game that will be televised tonight. College, UAB versus Memphis, and leave your comments about that and your picks, or who you think will be winning this game. So it's going to be some good college basketball today. So, hopefully everybody will go out there and support their team and enjoy the team. So going into talking about college, man, let me tell you something. There's been a lot of hype about Juju Watkins from USC. What a sensational player she is, right? This is a girl that, man, every year, she seems to be getting better and better and better. She is one of the main reasons why USC women basketball is where it is. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I'm gonna pick USC as the favorite to win the national championship. She's so determined. This team is so focused. I'm telling you, man, she's on a roll. She's definitely a huge role model in the community. She got her family's background is extremely impressive from her great grandfather. He was back in the days was very involved in the community and building organizations to help a lot of people and a lot of families, which is very impressive. And then the grandfather continued with the same tradition, and she seems to stay involved as well in that. And I think when it comes to a role model, she definitely displays that, and I think I'm very impressed with her. Not only of her skills in the basketball court, but I'm also impressed with who she is as a person, and what she carries the tradition of her family of helping others. So I just wanted to give some flowers to Juju Watkins from USC. So the other news in politics this week, sounds like President Trump ordered an airstrike on Iran, and wanted to see what your thoughts was regarding that, regarding the airstrikes, and see what your thoughts were. There's people thought that we should have not made the move, or maybe we shouldn't. But let me tell you something. Right off the gate, we're starting to make some moves there that are very aggressive. So want to see what your thoughts about that, about the airstrikes in Iran, and see what your thoughts were. Okay, we continue still with the tariffs war still going on back and forth, and how is this going to affect the economy? Okay, as you see right now, stocks are going down right now based on the war and the things that are happening right now. So it is affecting the stocks. Okay, and the prices, are they going to rise? Let me know what your opinions are. Leave some comments. Okay, regarding that, how you feel. If you feel that the prices are going to go up based on all this tariff wars back and forth. But I'll tell you one thing is Canada is not too happy, Europe is not too happy, Mexico is not that happy. So something's going to have to happen. We're going to have to come together and come to some agreement to get this resolved. I know last week I talked about this, but this seems that is really dragging to the next week as well. So I wanted to continue bringing that up, and that way we stay on top of what's going on in the politics world. So they're saying in that perspective that the plans is that things are going to get bad before they get good. So they're saying is that we're going to feel some problems, and there's going to be a lot of issues before the economy gets better. So I'm trying to be positive here, all right? And I believe in being positive and go with the positive flow. So do I believe things sometimes you have to go through a lot of bad things and obstacles to things to get better? Yes. And because I believe and I have that passion, and they're saying that this is what's going to go through, I'm trying to be positive that that's the way it's going to work out. Okay. So if it's going to get a little bad for a little bit, things are going to be high, and then eventually they'll go down again, then let's stay the course. People, don't get stressed out about it. It's not worth the stress to get stressed out about something like that. And just stay the course. Okay. And everything will fall into place. All right. So let's get off politics at this point. All right. And let's get into how to build confidence and be successful. So that's part of the topic today, and rise to everything. And we're going to talk about that. So first, you want to do when it comes to building your confidence is you always want to put God over everything, right? The faith, believe that you leave in His hands. You pray every day and thank God for another day, but you pray also to give you the energy to move forward and to be able to accomplish things. So I always put God first. Second, always have a supporting cast. It's extremely important to have build that confidence is to have a supporting cast. Your wife, partner, significant other. If you see no family, let's say I don't mention family or friends, sometimes because you also have to understand that, and not to take it personal, that some of your friends are not going to support you on certain beliefs that you have, and some of your family members are not going to support you also on whatever beliefs you have as well. So it doesn't mean that your family, because they don't support what you're doing, or they whatever believe, it doesn't mean that they don't love you, but they just have different beliefs. And the same thing goes with friends. So don't take it personal. Don't say, oh, this person's not listening to the things that I say, or I wanted to do this in business, or I wanted to start a podcast and this person didn't show any support, or this person didn't believe in me. Don't take that personal. This is your belief. You have to stay with the course, and you have to build your confidence, stay with the energy yourself. So a partner does help when your wife, and like I said, partner or a significant other gives you, that does give you that extra boost when it comes to your confidence. But as long as you get it from that areas, everything else, you just got to understand that everybody has their own beliefs. Just like you got to respect that their beliefs, they have, you expect them to believe yours as well. Okay. So the third is positive results increase your confidence. Okay. That's the third thing. Positive results increases your confidence. And let me explain what I mean by that. Wins. When you're winning in life, that is what's going to increase your confidence. Okay. And then the more you win, you'll stack wins, more confident you will have in accomplishing success. Okay. Because what it is that it's like every team out there. If you're winning, you continue winning, it tastes good. It's such a good thing to have. So you continue with the confidence that you can't be stopped, right? And you got the mentality that you're going to continue because you like the taste of it. So winning in life, it does increase your confidence, okay? And that's one of the things that, that I wanted to put that as well. Now, can you build confidence from failures? Absolutely. That is 100% the toughest challenge you will have. But every time you try, your confidence will grow stronger, because it's so much harder, okay, when you have failed and then you're starting to rebuild to get that confidence back. So you will build it stronger than when you have it and you just know what it is to just win, but you haven't been in the bottom. So what it does is that when you come from failing, you will increase that flow, the toughness. You have to be going through obstacles and all other stuff to be able to build what you're trying to do. And the stronger you get, you'll reach success, right? And then you start believing in that success. And it also tastes better because of the struggles, like I said, the obstacles, and you also learn, right? It's the lessons that you learn that will make you successful and bigger than any other, all right? So there's so many ways of you building your confidence, all right? Because you can either start right off the bat, which I honestly, I choose to start from the confidence that wherever it's working for me, I'm going to stick with it. But I've also been in the bottom that I'll be able to take a bad experience of something I keep trying until you get to a point like, okay, now I found my flow. This is where I need to be. I'm comfortable. So, and that has made me stronger, more confident once I got to where I'm at, because now I have mastered something that I wasn't able to master. So either way, it's just parts of life that you'll be able to build together, to be able to get to success. The reason why I brought that up for this topic in this show today is because I've noticed that when I put my mind to something that I want to do, and I say, especially in business, if I'm able to accomplish something and say I'm going to go get a contract, or I'm going to go ahead and get this business here, and I try specific ways of doing something, and I'm able to get a customer or whatever to sign a contract and get that business, then wow, here I go. I know I'm going to make money on that, so I'm ready for the next one, right? And I continue and continue and continue. But there's times that I'm also said I have to change my approach, right? Like I'm struggling on the way I presented certain contracts, or I needed to change certain things to get better. And this week was that type of week. There was those type of weeks that I was kind of slow in business the last 2 weeks, and I wanted to try a different approach. I wanted to go out there and maybe do some presentations, stuff that I wasn't doing before, and it was very successful. So what I've learned is that when I put my mind and try to go back and review the things that has stopped me or stopped my activity, I said, okay, now it's time to make a change. Because the flow, when things are going a certain way, life has a tendency of that when you are doing extremely well, it has a tendency like you have to change courses, a different street, but you can still continue to go on the same way. It's like changing gears, right? Start first gear, you're going okay. Second to second, go to third. Life is the same way like a car. It's just you have to change different speeds, but you're still going to continue going forward. So this week is the type of week I had, and last week. I wanted to share you with that with the cool part about that whole situation, that even when things are tough or slow, I don't lose my confidence. My confidence stays there because I know what I'm able of doing. Okay. And then what I do want to suggest people, and I want to give any advice, is that life is the same way, right? When it comes to business, personal life, and all that, is that you could be in a relationship with somebody, and then you start saying all the time that everything's going great, we're getting along good, things are good with the kids and all that. And then all of a sudden, that whole entire journey goes a different direction and it gets off track. So then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, you start panicking. What happened? Well, nothing happened. It just got off track. So you might be able to, one, create a new track, okay, and go on it. Number two, continue straight on that same track. And it might be a different track, but the journey still continues to be the same. It's by going forward, okay? So I want you to focus on that, people, when you get into, like I said, relationships, or when it comes to work, wherever the deal is, that the flow will continue in life all the time, but there's going to be a time that you're going to get off track. And in any type of sports, it's the same thing. Win, 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 win. And then what comes after that? Loss. And then when you lose that one time, you get off that track, you sleep on it. The next day you review that loss, what happened, and then you correct it the next following time, and then you win. And sometimes you don't win. It might take 2 to 3 or 4 losses before you figure it out to get back on that track and take off. So what I want you to learn is, like I said, how to build confidence starts on how not only you build it from within yourself, but you also have to be prepared that when you got your confidence and you do bump against certain obstacles in life, to not to lose it. Always have confidence. Have confidence in yourself as a person. Have confidence with yourself, and in your family, your kids, your mom, your sister, brothers. You got to have confidence. Okay, so keep that word inside of yourself because it's extremely important. Okay. So, all I can tell you right now, when it comes to life, you have to make sure that you stay focused, And then the other thing to finish off today, Rise to Everything, the confidence starts with you and it finishes with you. It's up to you to rise to everything you do. God bless you guys. Love you. That's all I got. Love you guys. Take care.